Oh my god. Alright, it started. Now, I know everybody heard about Angry Joe. He posts a Nintendo video. What was it? Mario. What is it? Mario Party or something like that.
Well, dude, he dropped 2 videos. The first one, well, now apparently here's the thing, is the fact that for people out there who don't know the story, Angry Joe, he got his fans, they donated a Wii U to him with control. Well, no, they donated him a Wii U, basic shit, and some games, right? And I think he went out and he bought extra controllers and Wiimotes and all the rest of this shit. And the 2 games that he played was that, like, the first video he made, he dropped a Super Smash Brothers video, a 15-minute video, or it was like a 20-something minute video of him and his friends just playing Super Smash Brothers, having fun. I don't think it was edited, but like it was like heavily edited, but it was to the point in which like he did his own work on it, which like you like could see like his friends doing their own shit, hear their voice in the background. It's like had like pictures and cameras of them and shit. And Nintendo, they flagged that shit and claimed the whole fucking video. Then he was like, all right, fine, you know, maybe it's just this one thing. Maybe if I'm gonna like change up, man, some shit, and I'm gonna like put way more work in it, they may not take my whole video, you know, some shit like that, or they may like okay, it's fine. He drops like the Mario Party video, and in the video it's like all these people were like in his comment section talking about some like, you know, man, it's nice to see that you are finally doing Nintendo games. It's nice to see that like you are out there trying to diversify your channel by actually showing Nintendo some love, and you actually man like embracing all their games. And he's like, yeah, you know, I like I'm having fun. My friends are having fun. We're talking about like how like the differences in Mario Party 8 were, the differences, man, like Super Smash Bros. And all the games, man, that came out, man, for that system. And it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, it was wonderful, you know, like children crying and shit like that, you know, whatever. But then it's like, like his video, it got flagged, and it was like, well, ain't that some stupid shit? Because it's like, wait a second, Angry Joe, you just did this video about like what what like what game was doing and shit, and then everybody's like, well, now, you know, man, it's Angry Joe's fault because now, you know, man, like Nintendo is in their rights because, you know, they own the content. I mean, like they own the gameplay, so therefore, you know, they in their rights to take take your whole video. They are in their rights, and it's like he's basically arguing, man, like, that's not right, because like really I tried, man, to like give them I really tried, man, to tell people like, look, go out and get, man, a Wii U. It's a fun system. They have fun games. I had way more fun with that than I've had with like, you know, man, like my
the PS4 and the Xbox One, yeah. But the thing is,
obviously, because they should have way more games out on it now.
The thing is, though, man, Nintendo, like everybody always say, they stuck in the 90s. They not embracing free advertising. Like, for instance, like I be playing Resident Evil right now. People be like, damn, that looks interesting. I want to play it. You know, that's what we do on YouTube. You know, we give them free advertising. And, you know, we actually pay for Resident Evil. We pay for our PS4. We should be able to upload our experience without being hit with a fucking flag. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing right there, man. It's stupid, man. Sony did that shit, man. It been ridiculous. Microsoft did that shit. Everybody been talking about it. Nintendo do it. No one seems to care. Well, at least the fanboy don't give a fuck.
Well, now here's the thing about that is that like to cover our bases and not kind of like fanboys and shit. To be perfectly fair, is like, I really wouldn't give a fuck if this shit happened to Angry Joe or if this happened to anybody, because I just recently dropped a video not too long ago talking about like why I thought like Nintendo legitimately failed this generation. And it wasn't because of, man, like, well, now, you know, Nintendo, you know, like Angry Joe, they did this to Angry Joe. That wasn't the goddamn reason. The reason why I had problems with it is because they were doing this exact same shit that I am talking about now, of being like, look, man, I went out, I bought like a Wii U, and in like today's market, everything you have, you want to put that shit up on the internet, right? Okay, okay, I want to stream me like a few games. I want to go out and I want to like show people, man, like I'm playing games with my friends and shit.
But
Nintendo, they don't want that to happen.
They ain't got party chat. I mean, it seemed like they messed up when they made up the Wii. The Wii U is supposed to be what the Wii was. They finally embraced No, because the thing is, no, we want to say it because let's say for instance, the Wii U, the first HD console, it just as good at being what the PS3 and the Xbox 360 is. And you know they finally started getting the online, right? Even though the Nintendo Wii did have online, it's just not as good as the Wii U online. You know what I'm saying? It seems like every time they make a console, they always back a generation. That's the problem with Nintendo. It's always been the problem with Nintendo, man. Like let's say wait, the Nintendo 64, they use cartridges to sell CDs. Then the GameCube, they use a small ass discs. And then the Wii U is practically a soup up PlayStation. Well, PlayStation 2, or it's as strong as the original Xbox. They already back to the generation, John. You know they are. Cause the Wii U belong in the, you know the Wii U belong in the PS3 and Xbox One generation. It does.
I will never factor that in. I will never factor that into my arguments because those really don't matter all that much.
It does.
They really don't.
Okay, you remember when Dave made that video? We talk about how Nintendo ruined the 8th generation due to how they just came out like that and put an inferior console out.
Well, dude, here's the thing about that is that like here's the thing that I think is really killing Nintendo as a company is the fact that if Nintendo, if they weren't doing the shady shit that they're basically doing now, like to be fair, nobody would really give a fuck because man would be like Nintendo is an awesome console, it's an awesome system because they're like man they got like ML will be the same as man on the fucking Wii. Don't fucking go down there. Don't go down there.
Oh, don't break the thing. Gotcha.
Because they're playing this on hard, but either way, it's like
you put this shit on hard, you motherfucker.
Obviously, you see these motherfuckers, man, are at level 12, right?
You bastard.
but either way, it's like Nintendo. If they man were a very humble company, and they man weren't necessarily man like assholes about like their practices and. They man were really fucking open. I mean, like really, I don't think anybody man would really have a problem with Nintendo of being like man, like it's not as powerful as like all these other systems. I'm like, if they man were like sharing man their fucking systems and getting like man the word out, if people make it play the games man, like no fucking problem. Like there would be no problems with Nintendo. The problem with the fucking company is though is that like they are virtually the fucking EA of like the major gaming companies who are actually putting out systems because like remember EA was the fucking motherfuckers out there man who started man the fucking online pass shit and really
shit.
like
and we still gotta deal with that with PS3 games.
And really thinking about that, it's like that is like the most useless shit that I've ever like seen in gaming of being like, well, nah, man, we don't want people, man, to like get our games like used. We want them, man, to like go out there, man, stick in there like, man, the extra $5-10. That's the case. I'm just gonna buy the game and not play the shit online because like if I really gave a fuck about man the online, I would have bought the shit day one. And since I did not do that because I don't really give a fuck about multiplayer I don't really give a fuck about multiplayer anyway. I care about co-op online. I don't give a fuck man about man.
Only online. Like it's a comparative. It gotta be a fighter. It's a shooter. I don't give three fuss about it. To be honest with you,
dude, I don't really give a fuck about shooters. I really don't. But I'm like that's what most of the market is anyway. But I'm like really thinking. But I'm like thinking about it. Though, was like if Nintendo if they did that shit of being like, well, now you know, man, y'all man go ahead man play our games, whatever. You know what I mean. And do man like all the humble shit. Nobody would really give a fuck about Nintendo and its practices because the only little thing man that they man could really say about it is the fact that it has like lower like it's not as powerful, but yet it make it still run like man the same games and they're way more fun man because they have man like man the novelty of man like man the of like the touchpad and it's way more interesting there because we make like do way more stuff with it. I'm like I like that, but like Nintendo was such assholes about like everything that they were doing that nobody really has even fucking realized that Xbox and PlayStation they virtually have the same fucking console. They do the same shit. They basically have the same fucking controllers. They have the same online features. They have like the same type of like TV functions, the same video games, the same fucking exclusives, like the same disappointing exclusives. Like that same fucking types, and nobody's really calling these two fucking systems out on that shit because it's like, yeah, man, this system's better, that one's better. They're the same fucking system. The only real different one, man, that's out there, the only difference is the Wii U, and the only reason why that one's catching shit is because the company is like very, very, very mismanaged, and nobody really wants that fucking system because nobody really knows what in the fuck it is. From like one side, and on the side, man, from like the casual side, and on the gamer side, nobody wants that shit because Nintendo, they doing all this shady shit, man, which makes you not want to go out and buy their fucking products. So it's like, why the hell, man, would I support something when I don't fucking like it?
Slow down, my man. Slow down. Let end this video and pick up the second one.
I know. That's why I was saying it really, really quickly.
But anyway, make sure you guys check out Jongravesshow. His channel in the description below. And we're gonna make part 2 a little bit right after this, but it might not pop up the next day, it might pop up a day after, but it's gonna pop up eventually.